I have things to say about Solo.
What are these things? Are they good things?
So there are spoilers ahead, of course. I'll put a little bit in the description for when the spoilers are over. First things first. I know this film hasn't done very well, but I really liked it. It's one of my favorite.
Right?
It's one of my favorite of the new ones. Yeah, one of my favorites.
I really enjoyed it as
Not
well.
as good as Rogue One, but it was.
No.
Yeah, no, I really liked it.
I dare say I actually prefer it. I had more fun watching that than I did Episode 8.
Oh, absolutely, I agree with that. Yeah. So yeah,
It's good.
it is good.
It doesn't deserve any of the hate it's getting.
No, not at all. And especially because I went into it with almost zero expectations because I didn't really want a Solo film, but I got one.
Same.
Yeah, and
I think if you listen back to the podcast, you'll hear how vocal I am about how it doesn't need to exist.
Yeah, but it was a good. I enjoyed it. I really liked it. One thing I didn't like was the text at the beginning, the opening text.
Yeah, that did feel kind of
Because it's never a good film that I mean, the main Star Wars film get a pass for having the opening crawl because it's like tradition.
Yeah.
But really, when you start a film by having just several blank screens with words coming up with exposition, it's not good. And it was in the long time ago in a galaxy far, far away font with random words capitalized like in the opening crawl. But it wasn't the opening crawl, so it was just weird. But there you are.
Yeah.
I also liked the music because I was sat there at the start thinking, if we don't get the Millennium Falcon music from where they're battling TIE fighters in the original Star Wars, I'm going to be very disappointed. And we did get that, and we also got Asteroid Field, which I was very excited to hear. I liked my music. Donald Glover was perfect as Lando Calrissian.
Absolutely. Highly agree on that.
Your man who plays Han Solo, whatever his name is.
Alden Ehrenreich or whatever it is.
Yep, that one.
Something like that.
I liked how he did the Han Solo shooting pose when he shot things as Han Solo.
Yes. Like, the more into the film I got, the more I started believing it could be Han Solo. I feel like his hair was a little bit too long in order to sell it for me.
Oh, kids these days with their long hair.
I know, right?
Well, people normally have longer hair when they're younger anyway.
Can confirm, yes.
So I'm rushing through these because there's football on tonight, so I'm going to be just a really short one.
You're not going to like my biscuit then?
Ooh. Can't you watch on catch up? Or you scared you're going to miss the first 5
Well, yeah, I
10
want to watch all of it
start
because it's the World Cup and I love football.
There's so much football going on.
It's always happening.
Look at it, it's going to move!
What will happen is the immovable object of Argentina faces the... Well, fuck it, I've screwed that quite up. The origin of the name Solo was fucking stupid. Why couldn't it just be his name?
Like I think it would have worked if like Han had said it.
Yeah.
Rather than anything else.
Or if he'd like just gone, or if they said, "Who are you with? Who else is coming with you?" And he went, "Oh, no one, Solo," like that. Or like, "What's your name and who are you with?" Han Solo, and they would put Han Solo down as the name, or someone. Or it could have just been his name. What's to say it's not a fucking name?
Yeah, I mean there is that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of what? Why? What is that?
So
the
in the film,
give,
it's he's trying to get off planet, and he's trying to apply for the Imperial Academy, and
I'm glad you said off planet.
Well, that happens.
He's trying to get off.
Yeah, and he needs a full name, and his name is only Han.
But no, they ask him what is his clan or something like that, don't they?
Something like that. Like
and he says, "I don't have one." And the officer who's doing the application just thinks of it and goes, Solo. And that's how he gets his name.
It's incredibly underwhelming.
Yeah. It's like, why can't his name just be Han Solo? I think that's really stupid.
Yeah.
It's like if we ever find out that the Doctor's name actually is
Doctor Who is required.
Or it's actually John Smith.
What else have I got? So yeah, a lot of it was still the same as the expanded universe, which I really liked. So the fact that he's from Corellia, he rescues Chewbacca from Imperial sort of like prosecution, or whatever it is. So that was quite cool as well. I liked that. That's all I can think of.
Yeah. I mean, that's the essentials, though, isn't it?
That's pretty much all we knew anyway, really, wasn't it?
He won the Falcon from Lando, and I did like how they actually explained the design of the Falcon. Yeah,
I missed that.
It was the escape pod.
Oh, I completely missed that.
Yeah, because when you see, because right at the end when they're in the moor and like he says he's going to launch the escape pod to try and distract it, the next time like it disappears. Like I don't think you see it.
I noticed because I noticed after they'd escaped
when they crash land on the planet.
I noticed it was missing then, but
yeah. So that the bit at the front of the prongs is the custom escape pod that Lando put into it.
Oh, okay.
So I'm actually fine with that now.
Yeah, that is
and
fine.
It lost the radar dish yet again.
Yeah,
which is like a running gag now.
So cool. Glad about that. The droid was annoying as hell, and I was kind of glad.
No,
I was kind of glad when she died because
I like
L3.
She's fun. It's nice to have somebody with the attitude of Chopper, but in a human form. You don't get that reference. You haven't seen Rebels, but
no. I mean, it was just annoying. It was like one of those. She was like Owen Boss's face, who writes in The Guardian, who's always complaining about injustices. It's just like, I agree that there should not be injustices, but there are less annoying ways to go about it. Anyway, what else have I written? Oh, I've just written "Mool!" !
Yeah, I didn't see that coming.
No, I didn't see that coming at all. I was thinking
nobody did.
Fucking Prince Zizor or something, or whatever. No, but it was Maul. It was Darth Maul.
Hell yeah!
I couldn't tell whether he was an actor or a CGI-man.
It was Sarah Finowitz doing the body again. No, it was Ray Park. It was Ray Park doing the body, and the same person from Clone Wars doing the voice.
So not Sarah Finowitz.
No.
Okay. Yeah. No, I didn't think the voice was the same voice.
No. Cool. It's the voice. Well, it was only 2 lines he had in episode 1, but
yeah,
from all the lines he has in Clone Wars and Rebels, it's the same voice actor, which is good because it's a good voice.
Yeah. I always remember the Peter Serafinovich telling the story of when he was called in to do those lines, and normally everyone will sit in the recording booth and like buzz in to tell you stuff. But George Lucas came and sat like a foot behind him in the recording booth, and then went to him. That sounds great, but could you do it more evil-like?
So, how evil do you want to be?
It's like they're twirling a moustache or something. But yeah, that's all I have to say on the matter. Which
all
leads
in
us
all,
into,
how would you rate it out of 10?
I don't know, 7 or 8.
I'd give it a solid 7.5.
Well, that's about the same then. Which leads us on to a report that apparently Lucasfilm is putting the Obi-Wan and Boba Fett films on hold because of the underwhelming performance of Solo.
Underwhelming. $3.5 billion is hardly underwhelming.
But it performed far worse than Rogue One did. That's why.
And Episode 8. But like, I don't know. Like, they never actually officially confirmed that they were doing the Boba Fett or the.
I thought they did, because
no, they never officially confirmed them.
Oh, okay. Because this is what
strongly hinted
annoying me about this news now. Like when the Solo film was officially announced and when the Boba Fett film was officially announced, everything was reporting on it as if this was brand new news. And I'm pretty certain, even if it wasn't official, we knew about them since before Episode 7 came out. And I was reading these things thinking, have these people got the memories of Goldfish? We knew this was happening. But yeah,
or at least people think that they do.
Yeah. Yes, the next Rian Johnson trilogy is the priority after Episode 9, apparently, according to sources.
I mean, I'm very split on the issue, because we have been oversaturated with Star Wars the last couple of years.
Yes.
Like, there has been a lot of stuff, and I think doing one every year is a way to sort of dilute it and make people bored of it, in a way.
I think this is where the
standalone
ones have been more enjoyable, because they've actually been something a bit different.
Yeah, they haven't been integral to the Skywalker storyline, which is, well, the standalone ones. You mean Rogue One and Solo?
Yeah, those are the standalone ones.
Yeah, I mean, to be perfectly honest, I think they could do a lot more with like a Netflix series.
Yeah,
like not so much like Young Han Solo Chronicles or something like that, but like Rebels and Clone Wars were really, really good. So just give us like something like that. But on like a slightly bigger scale in like live action.
Yeah. I agree.
I feel like that would be good. But
there you are. Star Wars review there. So unfortunately it means you have to wait even longer for an Obi-Wan film. He'll be as old as Alec Guinness by the time they do it.
Well. Ozzy, you still there?
Great. So, Game of the Year in 1992. Wake up. Wake up.
Do we?
I didn't think we were boring you that much. I feel like I haven't been here for a fortnight, all right?
That's because you haven't.
Is it a fortnight?
Well, yeah, because we did one
fortnight?
solo last week. Or duo. Rich was here.
What about the week before?
June 14th was the last time we did it.
That's a week
Oh, yeah,
ago.
yeah.
7th was
Was
the
it?
last time we did it.
So,
Yeah.
no, yeah, so you haven't been here for a week.
He hasn't been here for a fortnight.
Kind of, since you were
What's so
here.
difficult about this to understand? It's been 2 weeks since he was last here. Today is the summer solstice, 21st of June, 2018. Last week was only me and Ozzy. The week before it was all three of us. There we go. Mystery managed. 1992 Game of the Year.
Right. Who's going first?
I'll go first because I've only got. Well, how many? I've got one. How many has everyone else got?
Do we need to repeat the winner of
Oh,
last
yeah.
year? Considering
Oh, yeah.
it was we did say it in the last volume issue chapter.
The last Chronicles.
The last chronicle of Inaudible.
The Dan Green Chronicles.
Exactly.
But maybe since Rich wasn't here, we should
Yes, maybe we
Yeah.
should.
redo it just to be on the Sapphier side.
Ooh,
Yeah.
saffron
Who knows?
side.
Maybe they've changed since then.
No, they haven't. I just checked. So I put both of your firsts and seconds choices on this time. So
It was a double whammy. A wobble dammy.
in joint third last place was Aladdin on the Sega Genesis and
Prince Ali,
and
Well, that was a cavalcade of terrorists.
and
100 bad guys with swords.
and Super Mario Land 2-6 Golden Coins. In second place, Day of the Tentacle with 26%. The other two had 13%, by the way. And in first place with 48% is Ozzy's second place, Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening.
I'm not surprised or disappointed, really. Zelda seems to have a good track record on this
Yeah.
channel.
Yeah. Oh, good God, the Intergalactic Summer Sale has started on Steam. Sorry.
And I was about to say something else, but I completely
Well,
forgot.
that shows how much attention Rich has been paying to your scores.
What? Yeah, Zelda came first, Mario Land 2 came
Yeah,
second.
I was taking the piss.
Yeah,
Oh, fuck, what was I about to say? I hate when this happens. I almost had it again then when you spoke about the scores. Well,
Was it something relating to things?
it was relating to things, but I suppose it doesn't matter. So how many have we all got this year?
5.
4.
Okay, so we'll go
Oh,
smallest to biggest, as is tradition.
Oh, thank you.
Which means that my game of the year from 1992 is Kirby's Dreamland,
Hey!
which I've played about 20 minutes of, but I liked it.
Just in case for this video.
And I do you know, it's weird. I've played more of Kirby and Super Smash Brothers than I have in any Kirby games. That's the only Kirby game I've played, but I just find
Actually,
Kirby
that's
really
the only
amusing.
Kirby game I've played, yeah. And I think it was the first Kirby game, wasn't it?
Yes.
Dreamland, yeah.
Yeah.
I could have sworn the first Kirby game was just called Kirby.
Nah.
No,
Let's have a look. Kirby. I know it was named after a Scottish guy who worked at Nintendo.
Kirby.
It's named after the lawyer of Nintendo.
Yes, Kirby's Dreamland was the first.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah, and of course everyone knows the Gourmet Race music, which is the main reason I like Kirby so much. Da, 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 da.
Dan, 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 dan. Dan, 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 dan,
Bum,
dan.
bum,
Dan,
bum, bum,
dan,
bum,
dan,
bum,
dan, 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 dan.
Oh, I thought you were going to continue. I was doing all the percussion and everything. How rude.
Bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-dun, da-da-dun, dun, 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 dun. Anyway, yes.
So I'm next, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Yes.
Number 4, Sonic 2.
Can I just say, sorry, when what it is like we've got to make each segment last a certain amount of time. We're like doing an anime that's been adapted from a manga, so I've got to make sure that the Kristian Game of the Year arc lasts a certain amount of time before the Aussie arc comes out in the manga, and we can do the next bit. So we just fill in the gaps with music.
That way we don't have filler episodes. Like last week.
I do love how you basically just called yourself filler there, Kristian.
First name Phil, last name Sorry, what was number 4 again, Ozzy?
Middle name Up.
Philipper.
Number 4 is Sonic 2.
Hey.
Okay. Sonic as well.
Sonic the Second.
Oh, Sonic II.
Babby Sonic.
Sonic Jr.
Number 3 is Kirby's
We named the
Dreamland.
dog Indiana. Oh.
Again.
I think I know what your first is going to be, Oz.
Oh yeah, I've done a prediction.
Oh, are you sure you want to do that after last
Apparently
week?
not.
Put your prediction up on the screen now.
No, I don't do video edits for the podcast.
I've noticed.
Well, I
It's a
know what the
podcast.
prediction's going to be because it's going to be LTTP.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
what my prediction
no.
is. Anyway,
Well,
number 3.
Let's find out.
Long
We
Twitch
just
Pokemon. Sorry.
just had number 3 with Kirby's Dreamland,
Mm-hmm.
a game I'm going to guess that's on all of our lists in some form.
We will see.
Oh, wow. Now, number 2, Link to the Past.
Oh!
Is it going to be like the bloody Rugrats game or something?
Search for Raptor. No, that was 97.
If they'd come out that year, maybe.
What year did that come out?
I don't know. However, the game I've chosen for 1992 is Echo the Dolphin.
Oh.
That came out in 92?
Yeah.
Huh.
Echo the Dolphin.
And for the exact same reasons as last week, it's one of the first games I played before I even played games. It's a game I used to sit and watch my mum play. And then, through that, I started playing games.
Fair enough.
We should clarify for the audience at home,
everyone
Ozzy
cut out?
refers to the Sega Genesis release date.
Kristian's coming through slightly like an
I'm in
Andromeda.
the Magellanic Cloud. We've been through this.
Ian?
Although I think we were not recording.
Mom?
Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Oh,
Yes.
I heard a bit of Richard's air.
I think it's Ozzy's connection's going back because I can hear you both just fine.
Yeah. I can hear everyone absolutely fine as well.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it seems we've lost them.
No, we haven't.
So
What? No, we
join us
haven't.
Next week.
What is going
There
on?
we go. There we go.
I'm going to shout in the
Back
chat.
again.
Oh shit, I did the wrong
Wrong
here.
spelling of here.
No!
You fail.
Yes, you may have been able to hear me. I couldn't hear you. You were coming out sort of broken down Cyberman from the 60s.
Yeah, I'm afraid, Ozzy, that me and Rich could still hear everyone else perfectly. So the finger
God,
of
this is such a
blame
mess.
points at you.
Is that not the tit way?
So no, you're number 5.
Yes, number 1. Echo the
So-
Dolphin. So, Rich.
My 5. Starting at number 5, Metroid 2 Return of Samus. The Game Boy sequel to the original Metroid.
Oh,
And was recently remade as Metroid Samus Returns
indeed it was.
on the 3DS. After they tried to remake it called AM2R.
Oh.
Another Metroid 2 remake. Yeah, because it's...
What was that going to be the title? AM2R.
Yeah, like
in
the,
brackets. Another Metroid remake.
Yeah, that was literally because it was a fan remake of Metroid 2, and because
But was the title going to include the words "another Metroid remake"?
like literally
Christ.
the title of the fan remake was going to be called Another Metroid 2 Remake.
Okay, that's quite funny.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, it's really really good. It's great fun. One of the first Metroid games I played. Next, number 4, Wolfenstein 3D.
Oh,
Came out in DOS in 1992.
cool.
One of the original first-person shooters.
Yes.
And I actually have it on Steam. Like it's on my desktop right now. I need to play that.
Magic.
Yeah, super awesome. Following on from that, in third place, Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. I've played it, but I've never really got into it. If you know what I mean.
Wait, so Kristian, you never played Link to the Past?
No.
Blaspheme!
It is theme.
No, I know you were never a big
Blaspheme or that
you were a casual Zelda fan.
Yeah.
Filthy casual.
I like the story.
Which one?
Watch it for the plot. Which one? Yeah.
Oh dear. Right, so that's number 3. Number 2, in the wonderful words of Louis Armstrong, and I think to myself, Super Mario World.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, what a wonderful world.
Yeah.
Yeah, Super Mario World.
Cool.
It's fucking good, innit?
I don't
I don't think I've ever played any of the world ones. I've played the lands.
Yeah, it's really, really good. It brought in Yoshi and is one of the greatest video games of all time.
Oh.
Yeah.
They did get 40 in Famitsu. That's the important metric.
8.9, too much water.
No, I got 34 out of 40 in Famitsu. I'm afraid something like Pokemon X and Y got 40 out of 40, so yeah.
Yeah, well, shut up. How do you know that Game of the Year 1972 was Pong?
Ah.
Okay, yeah, and
However,
so...
we're on 1992. 20 years later.
Oh, and the... Oh, does that count? No, it doesn't. Oh, cause I would have put that on, but it was a North American release. So yeah, my number 1 game of 1992 is Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Okay.
The year of 2.
Yes, one of the first times I ever played it was like the first Mega Drive game that me and my brother got that we didn't get from someone else.
Ah, yeah.
If that makes any sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fucking. I was always Tails, but I didn't mind because I couldn't even fly, so I did mind.
I prefer Tails.
Tails never fails.
I like playing one-player mode as Tails.
Except in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, where you had to get all the Chaos Emeralds to become Hyper Tails. You didn't have super form. It was really annoying, but yeah.
Yeah. But then when I was young, I played Sonic and Knuckles and Sonic 3 and whatever, and I didn't even know there was super forms.
That's what you get when you get all the Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah, I never played through it that much.
Oh.
Not that much. I'd usually get through the first couple of levels, and I'd never get much further.
Fair enough.
It's because I was a weaker child, and I didn't really... I wasn't a big gamer at the time.
Did you usually get up to Chemical Plant Act 2 and then just give up?
Might have been. I'd probably recognise if I saw it.
The one with the bit with the purple water.
That does sound very familiar.
Yeah, where it rises up, and everybody hates that bit. Nobody likes Chemical Plant Zone Act 2.
Well, yes, Kristian. To answer your question, I got that.
What was that?
The radioactive fishing water.
From Digimon World.
Digimon World. Next order.
Digimon World?
Next order.
So yeah, that's my number 1.
Cool.
Oh.
Kirby's Dream Land, Echo the Dolphin, Sonic the 2.
Yes.
Cool.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Cool. I might stick the second choices in again.
Go for it.
Because I think I'd have 5 choices maximum.
My second choice was another Zelda game. Do you really want to put that on the list again?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I would have put Super Mario Kart on there, but it was released in the EU in '93, so it doesn't count.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Any other biscuits, speaking of cookies?
Technically, yes.
Oh,
Does anybody have any other biscuits before I do my biscuits? 'Cause my biscuits are a bit of a long one.
Let me just... I don't think so.
No. Good. So...
Over to the mighty biscuit.
I've been watching a lot of the YouTube channel Bartians recently, and they do quizzes. So I've got a quiz for you two.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is it one you wrote, or is it one that he wrote?
It is one that I have written, yes. It's
Magic.
very simple. I've
Just
called
like
it...
you.
Fuck you. I've called it Alien Planet or A Lie Then In It.
Alien Planet or what?
A Lie Then In It.
Okay.
Right. So basically, you have to tell me.
You don't need to explain, Rich. I understand.
Okay, what are the rules?
Well,
Yes, Kristian, please
obviously
explain.
I know them, but maybe you should just explain them to Ozzy.
For the audience at home. For the audience at home, Kristian.
So I'm going to read out a name. You have to tell me if it is a planet from Star Wars or not a planet from Star Wars.
Do you really think I'm gonna be? Should I be a part of this? Or
Yes,
should this
that's
just be
where
a
the fun's
Kristian
going to
thing?
be. Because I don't know how good Kristian's deep lore of Star Wars is.
Oh,
Yeah, well, I know 2 planets, Tatooine and Alderaan.
I don't know why I found deep lore so funny. And then the fact that I found it funny was funny.
If the answer to any of them is Tatooine or Alderaan, then I'll get it right. But
No,
if
they're not.
it's
But you might
then
recognize
there's-
some other ones. Depends how good your sci-fi knowledge is.
not my. If it's Star Wars, then no.
Are there trick questions?
Maybe.
Ooh. Right, let's get on with it.
Hang on, just checking one thing.
Just double checking he's got his facts right as well. Death
Okay,
Star.
I'll forget that.
Is that technically a planet?
Okay, so
That's no planet, that's a space station.
I thought this was established. Right, so the first one is Dathomir.
I think Ozzy should go first, because I'm going to know a lot of these, I think.
Well, I'm gonna guess that is, considering Kristian sounded like it already existed. So, if Kristian had answered with a "Oh no, I don't know that one," then it probably wasn't.
So, what are you saying, Oz? Is it Star Wars or is it not Wars?
I'm gonna guess Star Wars just because of the tone of Kristian's voice.
Kristian?
That is Star Wars.
You are both correct.
Yay! Ding ding ding! Oh my god!
Cool. So, yeah, that is Darth Maul's homeworld. And is mentioned at the end of Solo.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's how I
next
knew,
up,
obviously.
Viridian 3.
Oh.
That actually sounds like a planet, but I don't think it's Star Wars.
Okay. Kristian?
I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm going to say...
Either that, it's just the third version of the Viridian City.
or it's just 3 people who come from there. Yeah, the Viridian
The Viridian 3. It's the starter trio
not
of
at all.
Viridian City.
Yeah. I'm going to say no wars. I feel like it's from like Blake 7 or something. Maybe that's because there's a
I've lost
number in
people
there.
Again.
You're going to say not Wars?
Not wars.
You are both correct. It is not from Star Wars.
What's it from?
It
What was
is.
it from?
It is from Star Trek Generations. It's the planet where the Enterprise D crash lands.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought you said the next generation then, and I was going to say, well, wait, is it how many times has it crash landed throughout the series?
Oh dear.
Okay.
Right, next up, Taurox Prime.
Oh no, I don't recognise that one.
Kristian?
What are you going to say then?
Okay, Google.
Yeah, no Googling. No Googling.
I don't have OK Google.
So, Ozzy, do you think it's from Star Wars or not from Star Wars? Taurox Prime.
Hang on, do I have a coin I can play?
Where's the
glad you're taking this
Pocket
so
when you need
seriously.
it?
Oh, I have a dice.
There's
Not
only two
Star
options.
Wars.
Not Star Wars, Kristian?
That's not wars. That is a troop transport from the Warhammer 40,000 universe.
Once again, you are both correct.
I think the thing is, Rich, we share a lot of interests.
Okay, then. What about Trandosha?
Star Wars?
Kristian?
Star Wars.
Again, both correct.
Oh, the dice has got
the
me
last one.
twice.
This is easier than I thought it would be.
That is...
Yeah, 2 of my answers have come from dice rolls, though.
I can't think who is from there. Help me out, please.
Bosk.
I was going to say that. Damn it.
Johnny Young Bosch? I thought he was a Power Ranger, wasn't he?
No, he isn't.
They mentioned
a Power
Bosk in
Ranger.
Solo, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
I was pleased about that. Universe. Expand.
He was
I love it when things expand.
the Black Mighty Morphin Ranger and then the Green Turbo Ranger. No, Zeo. Was it Zeo or Turbo? No, he was Turbo, yeah.
Yeah, he was
Anyway.
all of them up until in space. Wasn't
Yeah. Was he green in Zeo as well then?
he? No, he was red in Zeo.
What? Adam?
Oh no, sorry, I was thinking of
You're thinking of Jason David Frank, yeah.
He was blue,
Free-
wasn't he?
Oh, he might have been.
Oh my god, it doesn't matter.
No. Oh no, he might have been actually, because Blue and Turbo was the kid, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, I can't remember.
I have to say,
Okay,
Rich,
then.
Next planet.
this is a lot better than my kids' TV or porn TV quiz that I did during one of the dark podcasts.
Okay, then next up we have Kejim.
How's that spelt?
Not Wars?
I'm not going to spell it out for you because then you can just Google it.
I'm not. You can hear me type if I type. Look, this is me typing. Hang on, let me click on somewhere where I can type. This is me typing.
This is me typing. Dead silence.
This is me typing. All right, you can hear that.
Okay. It's spelled Kejim.
Oh, exactly how it's pronounced. I'm going to. As a complete guess, Star Wars.
Oz?
Oh, I forgot what I rolled. Fuck.
You said not Wars.
Oh, okay. We'll go with Not Wars then.
So, it is from Star Wars.
Dice, you have failed me!
You failed me for the last time.
Well, no, it's only the first time. They've got 2 out of 3 so far, so I'm still on the Dice's side.
Yeah, that's a planet from Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, one of my favourite games of all time. So, next up...
I'm just going to hang on before you tell me the next one. I want to Google Kejim, but I don't want you to think that I'm cheating because I'm sure I've heard that before somewhere. Oh no, it's only been in those ones. Oh well.
Yep.
Okay. Must have imagined it.
Okay, next up we have...
Kejimandit. That doesn't work. Carry on.
If I may. Next up we have Gothos. Or Gothos.
Where we came from when we were younger, wasn't it?
What?
Nothing.
Did you get that joke, Kristian? 'Cause I
Not at all.
No.
Gothos.
I'm going to say Not Wars.
Kristian?
I'm also going to say not wars.
You are both correct.
What was it? That
It
sounds
is
familiar.
from Star Trek, the original series, with the omnipotent person
Yeah.
Trelane, who was like a
Yeah.
Q.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like
From the
the
episode The
precursor.
Squire of
Trelane.
Gothos.
The Squire of the Goths.
Okay, next up we have Sidnor 7.
What Nor 7?
Sidnor 7.
Sidnor.
Star Wars?
Kristian?
Not wars.
Oh.
It is not Wars.
Oh.
Where's it from? It just didn't sound Star Warsy.
Just made it up.
Oh.
Brilliant. What else have we got? Biss.
Biss.
BYSS.
Biss. Do you know what? I thought it might be spelled like that.
What are we thinking? Does it sound Star Warsy, or does it not sound Star Warsy?
Not Wars?
I'm so glad you're taking this so seriously, Oz.
But I've literally got a 50-50 chance with most of these anyway.
This is
So
true.
how seriously can I take it apart from literally going B-I-S-S? Daniel Biss?
Can you let me have my guess before you
Basic
start Googling it,
Interpol
please?
Scrambling system?
I feel like that's.
not gonna say
I feel like that is Star Wars. Is it one of the core worlds by any chance?
Ozzy, what's your guess?
I can't remember what I said, and I can't really answer properly now because I've actually Googled it.
You said
I
not
said-
Wars.
I said something at the beginning.
It is a planet from Star Wars.
Ah.
It's the Emperor's homeworld.
Ah.
Well, it's where he gets resurrected in the Dark Empire trilogy.
And Emperor's homeworld.
That's what. It's
Because
not
his
spelled
homeworld
B-I-S-S.
is Naboo.
Naboob.
Naboob.
Oh, that's what I've heard of.
Okay, Catan.
Oh, I've heard you two say that one. I'm going to say Star Wars.
Not Wars.
Not Wars? I've heard it mentioned somewhere. Where's it from?
It is spelt Kataan.
Well, I'm not going to look it up until we get the thing, because that's kind of cheating.
So you're saying not. You're saying Star Wars.
I said Star Wars just because I've heard it, and I swear you two have said it, but I don't know.
And Kristian?
I said not Wars. I think it's a trick question.
It is not Wars.
Ah!
Oh.
It's from Star Trek: The Next Generation. It's the home planet of the people who send off the probe, and then Picard gets the entire life of the person into his memories over the space of 25 convenient minutes.
Yeah.
But it does sound vaguely like Katarn, which is the last name of a character from the Star Wars universe.
Indeed it is.
Which is where you've heard it from, Ozzy.
Kyle Katarn, who is the main character of Star Wars Jedi Knight.
It could also be the Catan, the trickster gods of the Necrons from Warhammer 40k.
This is true. And finally we have Scarron.
Scarron!
Scarron! Scarron!
Oh, yeah.
Sounds almost similar to Scarrow, but I know that's not what you said.
I'm going to flip a mat.
Ooh.
Heads it's wars, tails it's not. Not.
I've just been going with low it's not and high it is.
Low it is not.
High it is.
It is! So what are you saying, Oz?
Yeah, Wars? Star Wars?
It is not.
Ah!
Okay.
So it's actually the name of a race from Farscape.
Ew.
Oh.
Giant herbivore aliens, which are really weird.
And it's 2 letters away from Scarrow and 1 letter away from Skaven.
So it is.
But what about Chrome?
Raxacoric of Halibatorius has got a twin planet. What's the twin planet of Raxacoric of Halibatorius?
Chrome.
Clom.
There we go. So, Ozzy, you got 1, 2, 3,
Oh shit, there was scores being kept.
5. You got 5 right, Oz. And Kristian, you got them all right.
Hooray! Some of those were guesses, so I how luck fortunes the favours man, or something.
Yeah, so that was that be my little quiz.
Have I got to think of a quiz now? I'm the only one who hasn't done one.
That's very true. I don't mind doing another one.
Too much effort.
Yeah, so
what
well then,
I'd
Kristian, you
do
got
a
10 out of
quiz.
10.
Hooray!
I don't know. Oh, maybe my quiz could be like kids' TV or something.
Do it on Power Rangers.
Yeah, but like that's slightly possible for you, completely impossible for Kristian.
Well, that's kind of what this one was.
Yeah, but yours wasn't as bad as his. Rich was just being a meanie bobini.
How was I being a meanie bobini? I refuse to admit that I was being a meanie bobini. You're a meanie bobini.
You know
Whoa.
I like saying meanie bobini.
It is a
No
very
need for that
nice
sort of
thing to say.
language.
It's like shenanigans. It's just such a nice word.
It's like how one of my favourite words ever is kerfuffle.
Yeah.
Kerfuffle, yeah.
Can you imagine if we said that instead of war? She's like, my God.
Kerfuffle free.
Yeah, it's like, what are you trying to do? Start World Kerfuffle 3?
Oh, remember the dark days of World Kerfuffle 1 and 2?
I think the Vietnamese kerfuffle was a little bit worse than the Korean kerfuffle.
I don't know if this podcast has to be related some way into a kerfuffle.
Got
A
kerfuffle
nuclear
to do with the rest of the
The nuclear kerfuffle.
nuclear.
Nuclear?
And I mean, like, star kerfuffle doesn't really have the same ring to it. Anyway, yes.
Wow.
Cool. Well, thank you for joining me in this annex that we so lovingly call Inaudible, because that's its name. That was episode 45.
Ooh.
5 left.
25, yeah.
I was-
What, until we're done completely?
Yep, that's it.
We've given up on
I was saying to Ozzy,
Doctor Who
I was saying to Ozzy on the
review.
weekend, we're going to go up to episode 444 and then stop.
Oh, should we do it in person, or are we going to discuss any kind of, like, format for our Doctor Who.
We'll just figure it out as we go along.
Yeah.
So the 50th, our 50th episode, if all goes according to plan, will be on the 2nd of August.
Okay.
So
We're doing it on the Thursdays.
yeah, is that manageable for everyone?
Yeah.
Or do we want to do it on the 4th of August, on the Saturday?
Oh, actually, August will be school holidays, so yeah, I'll be free.
Oh, so Thursday then. Christian?
Would I wonder whether it's worth me taking
I wonder
a
if
day
it's
off
worth
work.
us actually arranging this a bit closer to the date,
Yeah.
just because it's like a month and a half away.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, like the sooner I can book stuff out, the better.
Okay, fair enough.
Just because having been put up to doing manager training, it means I get all the downsides of being a manager, but none of the perks. So I have to give in all my holiday for the year by Friday.
Cool.
No, not cool.
That was
Well, should
sarcasm.
we arrange, or were we going to do podcast and D&D on the same day? Or I was going to say, should we arrange a proper meet-up date, or
That might be an idea, actually.
just arrange stuff now before then?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
But we'll sort it out.
On those.
Two,
If we do
three,
want to,
4, 5. No, it'll be the 26th
40,
in 5.
6, 7,
28,
8,
the
9.
5th,
Yeah, it will.
the
Well,
Yeah.
12th, the 19th, and the 26th of July.
We're recording episode 45 right now, yeah?
Yeah.
45,
Yeah.
So 46 will be on the 28th,
Yep.
47 on the 5th,
Yep.
Yep,
48 on the 12th.
Yep.
Yep.
See where this is going?
Yeah, you're right. It is the 26th.
I was waiting for the realization.
I don't do numbers.
I do when I've got the calendar right in front of me.
I did as well, but I'm terrible with numbers.
I think we've all done it.
Yeah.
Not right now though, so it's all right for us.
Oh, shut up.
All right. Well, that's the provisional week of in-person things.
Yes, I shall book that off.
27th.
Whichever, honestly, whichever day it is doesn't really matter as long as it's before the Saturday. Because then I'll edit it on the Saturday.
That's true.
Okay, so just some point from like the 26th to like the 30th.
Or
or something.
23rd to the 30th. No, 23rd to the 27th.
23rd to the 27th. Okay.
Yeah.
Anywhere on the week of the 23rd.
Yes.
But
Apart from the weekend.
if we want to do a proper like damned meetup, because a podcast obviously only be like an hour or so. If we want to do a proper damned meetup, that would be better on a weekend. Or I could take a day off.
I mean,
Well,
I
yeah,
think you
you
deserve
could
a day off,
al-
don't you?
You could always,
I'm running out of annual leave.
well, like if we did do it on a Saturday, you could always have it up on the Sunday instead of the Saturday.
I could.
Just have the podcast a day late.
I could.
It's a special one, so people should understand that.
Oh, that's special.
Yeah, the 50th special. It can be
I need
24 hours late for it to be live and in person.
I need to double check how many days of annual leave I've actually got left.
Okay. Were we gonna try and do it live as like a proper on-air podcast?
Yeah, I think
yeah,
we
we
should.
could stream
I think
it.
we should, yeah.
Yeah.
Not that anyone will fucking watch it, but I think we should do it anyway.
No. Well, maybe.
I'm leaving
if-
that in the podcast, by the way. Fucking ingrates.
Yeah, no.
If you do listen to the podcast, please tell us.
Well, because if we're planning it for the week of the 23rd, then just every week or so,
So good
put
to my viewers.
Just put something on your YouTube saying, in such and such amount of weeks, we'll be doing a live Inaudible. Make sure you join us then. And then closer to the date, we can give more, like, defined time and date.
Yes.
Actually, no, I have a game in my Steam library that I can just give away to somebody. If somebody actually, like, I have a copy of Space Base DF9 in my Steam inventory. If you listen to the podcast, message us and say that you listen to it and, like, give us, like, a code word or something like that. And I will gift you Space Base DF9.
Don't we need to give them a code
Yeah.
word so then they give it back to us and we know what they're talking about?
Yes, I mean, like, the
The
first...
code word is kerfuffle.
Yes, there we go.
Okay.
Message us with just the code word kerfuffle. And then...
And maybe some kind of like
Yeah.
reply email address and stuff.
Yeah, and I will personally gift you Space DF9.
You can tweet at Pheasant Films or at Invisible Tower, or you can email podcast@termco.net.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there we go. That is
Or
legitimately
you
a
can
thing
comment.
I will do.
We
Or you can
have
comment
our
on the
first
video.
ever competition.
Yeah.
But wait, there's more. I have
Is there?
a code for Warhammer 40,000 Inquisitor. Sorry, Warhammer 40,000 Inquisitor - Martyr Seeds of Corruption. If you want that, message us with the code.
No. If you want that, join us for the live.
No, this is the giveaway session.
Yeah, but if we have something, if we give away something on the 50th, and they have to watch it to get the passcode that we will only reveal live on the 50th, and it will be cut out of the not live version.
So anyway,
guaranteed, we'll get a
if you want that, message us with the code word Elm, and if you want
kerfuffle.
No, there's different code words for different things.
Oh, right.
If you want 15% off Warhammer 40,000 Inquisitor - Martyr, message us with the code word Splat.
Splat.
There we are. That is the end of that chapter. Scarf.
Yeah, I feel that's a good way to like confirm that people do actually listen to this.
Yes.
Quite nicely.
Hang on, what's the game that you've got a code for, Rich?
Space DF9. Or I will buy them Hostile Waters and Teos Rising.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The choice is yours.
Yeah.
So would they have to leave the code and then the name of the game?
No, there's a different code for each game.
Oh my god. What's
The code for
this
Hostile
third game?
Waters is Baker.
Baker.
Because Tom Baker did the narration for it.
Okay.
Okay.
So we've had Baker, Kerfuffle, Splat.
And Elm.
And Elm. What one was Elm?
That was for some free DLC for some shit Warhammer game.
Oh Christ.
Oh, is it shit, is it?
I don't know, probably.
we should have just saved these all, and then we could have had one for each week up until the 50th.
Nah. They're not that good.
No, but
Hostile Waters is pretty good, thank you.
I suppose that one is, yeah, from what I've heard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get into like fucking data protection rules now with people leaving us their details for and emailing in, and we're gonna have to destroy their emails after 30 days.
Leave us your name, your age, your
Social
home
security
address, social security number, national insurance
all we need
number,
is just for them to become friends
your
with us on
bank
Steam.
code, your bank card, your PIN, your Amazon account, your eBay account if you have one, your Twitter, your Twitch, your Facebook.
What did you call me?
Your Twitter, Rich.
Twitter.
Twitter, Twitch.
Cool. Well, that's that.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Bye.
coming. Speak to you next week.
See you later.
Bye.